Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Romy from Team Lagoon. I'll be doing a deck profile for you today. We played in the side deck remote regional yesterday and ended up getting 7th place. I didn't even know there was a regional going on, but someone hit me up and I signed up first thing in the morning with a deck that I just started to play, and that is Labyrinth. Overall, it was really fun. We played against Branded, Sword Soul, an undefeated Evil Swarm player, Sprite, Live Twin, and then the rest of my matchups were Cash Chair. So yeah, the deck was really good. It performed. Real quick, shout out to the guys I test with, Colin, James, Javi, Keaton. Shout out to Wifey behind the camera, and we'll get right into this thing. So for the monster count, we've got 3 Lady Labyrinth. She's the boss monster. I've seen some people were playing 2, but there wasn't a time where I opened this and I was upset about having it in my hand. You could always opt to side one out in certain matchups, but yeah, it's really good. One Lovely Labyrinth. A lot of people call this card the Brick, but I think this card is actually really good because it helped me win a game in time by clearing a board that had like 3 monsters on it, because this plus Big Welcome took care of 2 of them for me, so I could go ahead and just get some damage in. So, and you get to set your traps back, so you can just like generate a lot of advantage with this card. So I think it's really good. We'll have to do a rarity upgrade for that one. Double Ariana. This card might be one of the best cards in the deck as far as the monsters, because you just search whatever you need at that time, and then it helps you generate advantage on your opponent's turn as well. So, and it can help you actually play through board breakers like evenly. I'll show you that at the end, but this card is just really good. One Lord. I didn't see it all day, but I know it's a good card. Double Ash Blossom. I opted to put these in the main. It could be 3, but I knew that if we could just slow our opponent down, we'd have a better chance at winning. And the one Sphere Mode. This card's getting progressively worse as people learn to play around it or make smaller boards, but it did come up in the Sprite Live Twin match, so it did help me take care of a bunch of those problems. So yeah, it could be cut for a Kaiju, which would be like probably more optimal right now, but it does its thing, so it was all right. For the spells, we just have our pot card, so we can dig 3 Prosperity. This card's amazing. 3 Duality. This card was glued to me all day. Helps you dig for more normal traps or an Ariana going first. And then the 1 Field Spell. Some people don't play this card, but I think this card's really good. You've got the room for it in your deck, and once it gets going, it really gets going. So I think like this card is actually really good, and you have the room for it, so I would play it. I'd recommend it. And then for my favorite part of the deck, we have the purple cards, the traps. 3 Welcome, that's your in-engine, helps you bring stuff out. And then the recursion on this is really good because it comes back from the graveyard. Just remember to trigger it. And then 3 Big Welcome. This card's literally insane. One of the best traps for an archetype. Then we have the spot removal, 3 Compulsory, 1 Tears of the Overroot, and 2 Punishment. I didn't get to really resolve this. I played a lot of Cash Chair, so Rise Heart kind of negged this, so I didn't resolve that all day, but we all know that it's a pretty good card. Tears of the Overroot was like MVP. This should probably be bumped to 2 if I could find the room for it, because this one can out not only monsters with spells and traps. Like I outed a Birth with this on activation when my opponent really needed to use that Birth to start getting their engine going. So this card was actually really good. And to put a monster on their board, so against Cash Terror, like they Ash, and you just put the Ash back on their field so they don't get the special summon after that. So that card was really good. And then I opted to play the Floodgate version. So I played double Gozen, triple Skill Drain, and a Rivalry. The Rivalry won me a game because I seen it against Branded. I think those ratios were fine. Double Evenly. This could be 3, but I seen it a lot yesterday. We did not win. We only won 1 dice roll yesterday, so evenly digging for that was really good. If they don't have negates on board, you kind of just win. Double D Barrier, that would help us in the Sword Soul matchup, and you can search for it, so this card's really good. If you do end up getting hit with some back row hate, you chain this and it still resolves, and 1 Eradicator. It's a good card, but we did not see it yesterday. And then for the extra deck, we have the punishment targets. We've got 1 Wind Pegasus, 2 Tri Brigade, 2 of this guy, Aggregator, 2 Intist, and 2 Guerrera. We didn't resolve punishment, but you gotta play these. Then we have the kind of generic Link 2s. We've got 1 Dark, one Muckraker. I knew Danko Sek would be a thing, and we did see it twice. So once when my hand was really good, I just made this, so I didn't play into like a Valor or anything, and my hand was good, so I didn't want to discard, because you can actually turn Ariana and Lady into this and get over Danko Sek, but I want to risk the hand trap. So if your hand's good, you just like go Ariana and Lady into this and just beat over the Danko Sek. And yeah, but this card came up a lot. It should be at 2 because people were hitting it with Diablosis. But this card can definitely help you late in the grind game, bring stuff back or get your Lady in attack mode if you gotta push for game. So yeah, Muckraker was really good and should be at 2. Let's see here. We got 3 Lingerebos because we don't want to get Ibley locked, and we actually are playing Ibley in our side. So we play the Lingerebo. One of these could probably, one of these could be the Muckraker, I guess. And then I played this. This was literally just a prosperity target, but this should be Psychic End Punisher. I was thinking that before the tournament, but I forgot to put it in. And then there was times where it came up where I had the Ash Blossom. I was like, oh, I can make Psychic End Punisher here. But unfortunately, I made the list like I was scrambling in the morning to just put the list together. So yeah, that could be Psychic End Punisher. And then for the side, we have the Extra Sphere mode. Pankratops, this card's really good. Going second right now into a lot of boards, even against Catch Terra. If they got the Arise Heart and a monster, you can like special this, beat over like a Fenrir or a Unicorn, and then tribute it to get rid of the Arise Heart. So Pink's pretty good. The third Ash might end up going in the main. We got double Ibley. This could move to 3. I play this in this deck because like if we're going against like Sword Soul or branded decks that don't have a lot of room in the extra deck to play links, generic links, we want to make them play as awkwardly as possible, because even if this isn't the reason it kills them, it'll stun them for a bit and they have to play more awkward while we generate advantage. The one Nib, this card's good. It could be 2. Some players played around it when I did have it, but it's still a good card, I feel like, and it doesn't conflict with us. So yeah, this could probably end up going to 2 as well. Double Cyclones and a Duster, mostly for like if we see in the mirror or like Floodgate decks, or people would side in Floodgates against. I did see Royal Decree, and I did put it in the Duster just in case, and it did come up. So yeah, having this back row hate for Floodgates is good. And then for the traps, we got Red Lotus. This card's just insane. The hand knowledge is great. 3 Judgments going first. Do not activate that card if you're going into time. And we opted to play 2 anti-spells at the end, and this actually won us the game against Branded. So we only play 7 spells, so it doesn't hurt us. So I think you really should play this card. So yeah, that's it. Overall, the deck played really well. The only changes I would mention were the few I did. I'll show you real quick how you can play through the evenly a little bit. So like if you have the Ariana, and you're setting up your board, you can, let's just say this, and you have a random normal trap will go at Tears the Overroot. So you got this set, you normal the Ariana on your turn, go ahead and grab the Lady, and then let's see here, or no, we're going to get Ariana and we're going to go Big Welcome Labyrinth. So you got this and maybe 1 normal trap. They move to their battle phase. At the start, you go Big Welcome, pray you don't get ashed. Get the Lady, put the Lady back to hand. It'll trigger the Ariana, so you can draw a card, so you have that going into your next turn. And then you just try to keep, if they activate the evenly, you'll banish this. Try to keep a normal trap, because on resolution, you go Lady, so you have a monster on board, and they're in their main phase 2. You get some kind of spot removal, and then you can chain your Lady to set either Welcome Labyrinth or another trap, so that way you're not completely dead in the water after the evenly match. So that's how you play through like an evenly, or maybe in like a, Lightning Storm. You still chain this, and this works in the graveyard. This card can be a nuisance for your opponent in the grave, so it's really good. But other than that, thank you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you're playing the deck, if there's anything that you would change. And we've got one more regional and then YCS Philly. So wish us luck. Thanks, guys.